What's up, guys? Welcome to 31 Days of Horror. I am Morgan Film Fan. Let's jump into some scares. The Crying Dead is a 2011 film that is, I would say, found footage. A little bit different from found footage because sometimes the footage goes back and forth. But mostly it's pretty much all done through like handheld camera kind of thing. Very interesting film, very independent, so this is a very low budget film, and I think the people behind it did a very, very good job utilizing their budget and utilizing what they had to work with to make something quite impactful. It wasn't perfect or anything like that, but I really had fun with it, and I think the effort was certainly there and probably a lot better than anything I could ever create. But it's one of those films where like I could see this being great on a resume or like a reel kind of thing if you're a college like filmmaker kind of thing. I really had fun with this film, and I could see the potential of everybody who was behind this film, what they could do in the future with a bigger budget, whatever, kind of ordeal. Basically, what we have going on here is we have these three, I guess you could call them paranormal investigators. They want to investigate the paranormal, and there's this abandoned hospital that's going to be destroyed in a month, and they work with this production crew, this documentary filmmaking crew, to go investigate this building. And it used to be like it's an abandoned hospital, and there was a tragedy that happened in like 1920 something, maybe 1940 something, I kind of forget, but it involved these three girls. There was a boiler room, it lit on fire, these girls died tragically. This film has a lot of bad history in it kind of thing, and it's supposed to be one of the most haunted locations in the area, so these paranormal investigators want to go over there to kind of investigate this place with this production company, production crew kind of thing. So it's 5 people in total, or 6 maybe. But they go there, and the groundskeeper guy takes him in for a tour. But then they're like, "Oh, we want to stay the night," and he's like, "Oh no, I was never told you're gonna stay the night. Like, you can't stay the night. Nobody stays the night," kind of thing. So they're kind of like shit out of luck until they decide to break in at night and go do their investigation thing anyway. And then obviously shit goes wrong, and obviously paranormal shit starts to happen. And it's spooky when it wants to be. There's just one element of this film that I really wasn't getting behind. There's this main guy named Chris. He's the main like paranormal investigator kind of guy. And the main production guy, the guy making the project, is named Jeff. And Chris and Jeff clash like no tomorrow. And Jeff is like, "I don't believe in any of this ghost paranormal shit kind of thing." And Chris is all, well, you think he's all for it, like he believes it 100%. But in the middle of the film, it's revealed that they're all kind of making a hoax out of this whole situation. So Chris is playing along with the hoaxes. There's strings moving stuff. There's, tricks of the light that's kind of, they want to make a story, the production team did anyway. And like the film kind of led it to believe where Chris was totally somebody who believes in this paranormal stuff, and the production company and Chris's team was going to clash in that way. But then it ended up that they were all in on the hoax together. So it was kind of weird that whole plot kind of it defeated the whole purpose of what I thought the film was going to go into, kind of thing. But aside from that, I mean, that's my biggest problem with the film. Other than that, the effects on the ghost girls are fine. They're fine. They're CGI. They're they're working with a low budget kind of thing, so I don't expect like a whole ordeal out of it. And they were able to make the creepy scenes very creepy. It's shot very well. It's a very stylized film, and I can see the style behind it. And I think it's a lot of fun as a low budget independent found footage film. I love found footage films, so I'm one of those guys who I kind of have a soft spot for them, just because they're an interesting aspect when it comes to filmmaking. The acting in the film again is it's up and down. It's all over the place. When it comes to found footage, it is very difficult to act natural, kind of thing, and there's times where the actors will be kind of having casual conversations, but you don't know necessarily if they're trying to act bad or just acting bad. But it happens here and there. It doesn't happen throughout the entire film or anything, and I think everybody basically does what they were asked. The main guy, Chris, he delivers that douchebagginess of his character very much, and his clashes with Jeff are always hilarious. Yeah, it's a fun film that I certainly had a good time with. So I enjoyed the experience, and I think I landed at a 2.5 or two out of five. Sorry, by the end of the film. So like I said, that's a good score for me. 2 out of 5. Some people would be like, "Whoa, that low?" I'm like, yeah, pretty much. I need, like, the way I rate films, I rate them from my enjoyment and the filmmaking kind of thing. I don't even necessarily call myself a film critic in the first place. I consider myself more of a film reviewer. There's so many things that kind of there is to judge when it comes to it. Like, you have Lord of the Rings compared to Absentia from Mike Flanagan's first film. Well, Lord of the Rings is 5 stars, yes, but so is Mike Flanagan's Absentia, in my opinion. It's one of the best independent projects ever made, in my opinion. And if you watch Absentia, you can see why it boosted Mike Flanagan's career into who he is today, kind of thing. But when you're comparing the budgets, Lord of the Rings to Absentia, like, come on, it's apples and oranges kind of thing. Yeah, The Crying Dead, for what it was fun, and it definitely entertained me. So that's all a film has to do. Mention it 100 times on this channel, so I had a good time with it. That's day 16. Subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice, or if you like my film reviews. I will be back with more soon. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Check what's on the channel already, and until next time, have a good one, take care, and cheers.